What's up, guys? It's not every day that you see somebody giving away $100,000, nor is it normal for a 23-year-old to give away a personal island. Well, honestly, it's not even normal for a regular person to give away an island. Whether giving away a $100,000 ring or making someone a proud owner of an $800,000 island, or even breaking into someone's house just to leave $50,000, in this video, I'm going to show you all of MrBeast's income streams and how you can take these methods and what he is doing in order to build a stronger business on YouTube or wherever you want to build that business using this model. And if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Josh and I upload videos every week about all things related to your finances. So if you care about your financial future and you care about your money, first go ahead and obliterate that like button and also click that red subscribe button until it turns gray, and that way you don't miss anything. So how is MrBeast making his millions of dollars? First, we're going to talk about Google Adsense. As with any YouTuber that is a part of the YouTube Partner Program, this is a blatant source of income. These are when ad displays, overlays, and video advertisements are displayed on his content, and yes, he gets a cut also. So let's calculate how much money he's actually making by using figures that's going to be provided to us by Social Blade. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to look up the number of page views that he received, and the reason that we're going to look up the number of page views and not number of subscribers, because on YouTube you're pretty much paid off of your views and not your subscribers. So we're going to look up the number of page views and we're going to times that by the ad rate. So in the last 30 days on MrBeast's main channel, he received around 492 million views. And what's even more insane is that he has 5 more channels, and here are the channels here on your screen that he also have, and he has a combined views on all of these channels of 455 million views. So we're going to say that he racks up a total of almost 950 million views in a month. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to go on and times that by the CPM, and the CPM is the cost per thousand. So for every 1,000 views that you receive on YouTube, you will receive a certain amount. The CPM will vary greatly, but the average CPM in the United States is between $6 and $8. So we're just going to meet that CPM in the middle and say $7. We're going to take 950 million views and we're going to divide that by 1,000, because that's how we calculate our CPM, and we're going to times that by $7. So when we do the math there, we are talking about $6,650,000 a month. Now that's just in YouTube revenue from the ads across his 6 channels, and that's pretty much $221,000 a day. And the second way that MrBeast makes his money on YouTube is by brand partnerships. Now, starting off as a gaming channel, MrBeast was able to make some headway in the world of YouTube and get a few people to start watching his video. And this made a brand seat come out, and they offered him $10,000, and this is $10,000 right here just to sponsor one of his episodes. And once he got the money, instead of spending the money on himself, he went out and gave it to the first homeless person that he saw. And once he did that, he instantly went viral. And this led to a cycle that involved him getting bigger and bigger sponsorships, and the more money he gave away is the bigger he got. So with a large audience, he receives approximately $250,000 per sponsored video, even if he put out 4 sponsored videos a month, and he can easily make about $1 million a month from sponsorships. That's more on the conservative side. And another income stream that MrBeast have for his YouTube channel, he sells merch. And the genius of all of this, MrBeast, he's not just running a YouTube channel, but he's literally running a business. With his merch, he has the MrBeast store. I mean, look at the quality of these shirts. And the cool thing is, a lot of his fans will see him wearing some of this same similar stuff, so they will go out and buy it. And you can get outerwear. I see pants here. You have hoodies of all different colors. And also you have other things like hats and Look here, he even has socks for sale. MrBeast, he sell gaming stuff, and not to mention that he have partnerships with other big brand companies like Nike and Champion as well. So he created a full business here, and it's reported that he earns over $500,000 every month from his merch alone. And another income stream that a lot of people, they're not aware of or they just don't think about is MrBeast Burgers. He has his own burger joint. And if we take the average cost of just say $7.99 per burger and times it by the number of burgers that have already been sold, we're talking about 1 million burgers, we can estimate that MrBeast made around $3 million per month from his burger joint. So let's recap real quick how much money that he's making each month that we went over in this video. So first, he's making about $6,650,000 from Adsense from his 6 channels, another $1 million from sponsored videos, another $500,000 from selling merch, and $3 million from his burger joint. And just remember, all of these figures are conservative, by the way, but if we go with these figures, he's making a ballpark figure of about $11 million a month. $11 million a month. And MrBeast posted that he typically spends about $600,000 a month for things like rent, employees, consultants, and stuff like that. And that's not including giveaways, which in August of 2020, he revealed that he spent about $3 million on YouTube, which after you subtract the $600,000 from all of the stuff that I mentioned before, that would leave about $2.4 million for prizes, donations, and prize giveaways. And after watching his videos, that sounds about right. Yes, MrBeast also has to pay taxes on all of the prizes and donation and giveaways that he give out. So here are some of the takeaways that you can learn from MrBeast when starting your business. Now, it don't have to be an online business. It doesn't have to be a YouTube channel. It doesn't have to be Instagram. It can honestly be a brick and mortar place if you want it to be. But these are some of the takeaways that you have to take away from this. Number one, you have to stay consistent. Look, it took MrBeast 7 years to become successful, and he didn't quit. He didn't quit even though some people may have told him that it wasn't a good idea, or he wasn't getting the views, he wasn't receiving the customers. He consistently made videos for 7 years until he picked up that steam and that traction. Number two, you have to think outside of the box. No one else at the time was giving away their sponsored money, which made MrBeast even more unique. You have to think about those ideas that other people are not trying, and most importantly with MrBeast, he was having fun too. He was just being himself. He wasn't trying to be something that he wasn't, just trying to grab people. He was just being himself. He had a big heart. He is very generous. So he got the money and he was like, you know what? I'm going to give it to the first homeless person I saw. Here you are. God bless you. Have a great day. Now, number three, you have to build a team. MrBeast could not have built this empire by himself. He started off by himself, but as he began to grow, he began to surround himself with like-minded people. So whenever you're building your own business and you're going out there, your own plans and getting everything in a row, make sure that you're going to surround yourself with people who are like-minded and has your interests at heart as well. And number four, I think I touched on this a little bit already, but don't stress and just have fun. You have to be you. Be who you are and not what other people want you to be. Because whenever you are authentic with yourself, you will draw people close to you. Because when you are passionate about something, other people around you will begin to feel that energy. Even if you're here on YouTube, people will feel that energy through the camera and they will see that you are being real and authentic. People don't like people that's fake. And once people see that you are being real and authentic, one thing that happened with MrBeast, which I failed to mention in the video, MrBeast, he also has community buy-in. So other people see what he's doing and they donate money to him. They buy his stuff because they want to support a cause. He planted trees, he give to charities, he give to homeless shelters, and he just has a great heart, a big heart. So people don't mind buying in to something that they believe in, which, must I say, is another income stream. So if you liked this video, you're gonna love the top video right over there where I look at the top 10 richest YouTubers based off of their net worth. Subscribe by clicking the icon right here, and that way you don't miss anything. And also check out my wife's video, it's here on the page as well. Like they say, happy wife, happy life. So let's go on and make this a happy home, and I will see you in the next video.